We spend 12 years in school, 4 years in college, and some even continue to get a master's or PhD. But have we ever really been taught how to manage money wisely? We memorize physics formulas, we know world history, but when our paycheck comes in, it's gone within a week. We know how to make money, but not how to keep it and make it useful. Ironically, when we look for financial solutions, we often turn to Western motivational books or expensive business seminars. But the answers have been in the Qur'an for 1,400 years, complete with logic, moral principles, and practical guidance for daily life. The problem is, financial wisdom in the Qur'an is rarely taught in full. Yet if we dig deeper, these teachings can help us escape life's pressures, manage wealth healthily, and even bring blessings into our lives. Let's dive right in. The true meaning of rizq: sustenance. We often assume sustenance equals money. But in the Qur'an, the meaning of rizq is far broader. It's not just about what's in your wallet or bank account. It includes time, health, relationships, ideas, peace of mind, even the air we breathe. Take this real-life example. Someone works 12 hours a day but never feels at peace. Compare that to someone with a modest income but who lives peacefully, has a harmonious family, and good health. In numbers, the first person might seem richer, but in terms of sustenance, the second could be far wealthier. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 3, Allah describes the righteous as those who spend out of what we have provided for them. This means sustenance covers all forms of God's gifts that can be used, not just money. Here's the logic. If we narrow sustenance down to just money, we'll easily become stressed, envious, or feel like failures when we don't have much. But if we understand sustenance in its wider sense, we can be more grateful and mentally stable. This first principle teaches us how to have a healthy mindset about wealth so we don't just chase numbers, but also appreciate the blessings we often overlook. Principles of managing wealth in the Qur'an. The Qur'an is filled with verses that, if we reflect on them, reveal very practical economic logic. 1. Don't be wasteful or show off. In Surah Al-Isra, verses 26 to 27, Allah warns, do not squander wastefully. Indeed, the wasteful are brothers of the devils. Harsh words, but they make sense. Wasteful spending, especially to maintain appearances, throws us off the path of sound financial logic. We buy things not because we need them, but to look impressive. One of the core financial principles is to live below your means, not above your income. 2. Wealth must circulate and benefit others. In Surah Al-Hashr, verse 7, Allah says wealth should not merely circulate among the rich. This is a principle of wealth distribution. If we have excess, we should help move the economy forward through charity, investing in small businesses, or supporting others in need. It's not just about saving and hoarding, but about circulating wealth productively. 3. Avoid usury riba, because it's not a solution. The Qur'an is very firm about riba. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 275, those who deal in usury are described as people touched by Satan into madness. The logic is clear. Usury makes the rich richer and the poor more burdened. It creates an imbalanced economy, traps people in debt cycles, and destabilizes society. Instead, Islam encourages profit-sharing partnerships and productive ventures. The principle is simple: money should grow through real work, not by exploiting others. Our attitude toward money and work. This is often overlooked. 1. Work is worship but must be honest. In Surah Al-Mulk, verse 15, Allah commands us to walk in the land and seek provision. Work is not just routine, it's an act of devotion. But there's one condition: do it lawfully and honestly, without harming others. Because a big salary earned through manipulation is not blessed sustenance, and ultimately, it won't bring peace to your heart. 2. Don't make money your ultimate goal. Surah At-Takathur warns us about rivalry and worldly increase, humanity's obsession with competing for wealth until death overtakes them. This is so real. Many people work day and night, neglecting family, worship, and even health, all for money. But money should be a tool for life, not the center of it. When money becomes the goal, life will always feel lacking. 3. Sharing doesn't reduce wealth, it strengthens it. The concepts of zakat, infaq, and sadaqah in the Qur'an aren't just rituals, they're incredibly logical. Imagine if everyone set aside part of their wealth for those in need. Social conflict would drop, crime rates would fall, and the lower economy would move forward. In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 261, Allah describes charity as a seed that grows into a lush tree, meaning what you give multiplies in benefit and blessing. These are financial principles from the Qur'an that are rarely taught as a complete system. The Qur'an is not just a book of worship, it's a comprehensive life manual, including financial matters. And all its principles are logical, applicable, and bring peace of mind. If we want healthy, stable, and blessed finances, we should learn, understand, and live by this Quranic financial wisdom. Thank you for watching this video. May it benefit you. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends. See you in the next video.